think about already having done that and what that might feel like, that makes you really emotional. And that's what I mean about getting emotionally connected to your goals.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna riff slightly here on a point that I've been thinking about for probably a number of years now in development, of exactly what you've just said there, that when people switch on to the idea that they want to progress themselves, they want to increase their finances, and as a result of that up their quality of life, the importance, or the emphasis rather, is reliably placed on the flash set of wheels and the 6-bedroom house. I do think when people sort of refute against that and say it's not about the materialistic things, I agree to a partial extent, and I shall outline why. I think when you have money, you enable yourself to have the important experiences that are really worthwhile.
Yeah.
But, of course, as you've outlined there, the money is still a crunch point there that is required. I do think when people get into sort of trying to up their quality of life on the front of finance, that a lot of people, I've spoken to a number of people who have been on there, I want 2 Lamborghinis with a 10-bedroom house, and it's like, you might want that because it evokes a sense of wealth, but do you actually want that, or is that just what people say wealth is? And I remember a few years ago I outlined what I would like my house to look like and what I'd like to come with it, and I looked back probably 2 years later and I thought, I don't care about any of the things that are on here. I really don't. And when I looked back on the sort of what was in front of me and went over it again, I came to the conclusion that what was really important to me was to have enough money and enough privilege to be able to provide positive experience for people. I didn't care about the car for the sake of the car. I cared about, a sort of derivative, I suppose, is if you had the car, then you had the money to provide a better life for people, but it wasn't actually the car that was important.
Yeah.
And that's, I appreciate that's slightly a tangent to the point, but that's something that's been percolating for a while, and I haven't had the space to say it, so I thought that was a point to be made.
I see. I do. I completely get that, and I see where you're coming from there, as you say, because I think a lot of people associate wealth with happiness, and money doesn't buy happiness. Actually, money gives you options, and that's something that I read a little while ago as well. And I thought, that's a really good point, because I was that person as well. I used to think, and I used to compare myself to other people. Like, why haven't I got the big house and the nice car? Why can't we go on 3 or 4 holidays a year? Oh, because we've not got the money to do it. Money buys happiness, but it doesn't. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money definitely helps you to feel more comfortable, and it gives you more options and choices in life. But yes, it's definitely, for me, it's not about any of those materialistic things. It's about the experiences, and it's about like creating your own memories, like making memories and spending the quality time. It's not the what you've got, it's the who and the when and the where you share it all with. And I think coming back to what you were saying at the start of this podcast about excuses, many people making excuses not to do X, Y, and Z. This is where, for me, that visualization and stuff that we were just talking about helps me to push aside those excuses. It's the whole, your reason why for doing something has got to be so much bigger than your excuses.
Do you think people limit themselves on that?